Hey Caser, welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Been around, well, another 3 weeks since the last chapter. And in the last chapter, Year 7, Chapter 39, a massive thing went down. Huge, in fact. To me, it was very shocking. If you want to see what happens, I highly recommend you check that out first. Let's continue on though, as spoilers are incoming aplenty. It is time to reunite with my father. We'll be able to talk in private here. Apologies, the downstairs is a bit of a mess. Are you serious, Dad? I've not seen you in years. I just found out you're the leader of R. Still, I need to be turning up. I could have taught you the shrieking shock. You're talking as if you're just a normal dad, and not the mastermind behind a secret evil cabal. Evil cabal? That's hilarious. Got it all wrong, kid. I'm not your kid. You'll always be my kid, Casey. Do you understand that for 7 years I've been looking for you? Except, I didn't know it was you. So who did you expect the leader of R to be? Some mustache-twisting villain out of a Muggle comic book? Yes, actually, someone close to me, Veruca. I didn't see any of this coming, honestly. I just thought it would be somebody else? I don't know, I never thought about my father. I know I always thought about Jacob, because we always try to look for him, but I'll be honest, I had no idea. But I don't leave an option, but I guess someone close to me. I thought it could be someone close to me, because R has always been so focused on Jacob and me. So you guessed correctly. I'm not surprised, you get your smarts from your mother. But let you and I catch up. You look well, not aged a bit. Is that supposed to be a dad joke? You used to think I was hilarious. I don't know what to think of you now. Then go on, let me have it. Trust your first instinct. Rage at Dad, grieve the discovery, doubt the story. I'm raging. I lived with the threat of R for all my time at Hogwarts, and now I know it's because of you. Jacob, the Cursed Vaults, Rakepick, Rowan, Shiratori, Burke. R is targeting my friends, the school. People were hurt. People were killed. And it's all because of my own dad? Is that what you left our family for? How could you? I understand that you are angry. It is because you don't have the facts. The right ones, anyway. What do you mean the right facts? What's true about R or about you? Let's start with me. I felt it was appropriate to rage in that situation because, obviously, like I said, he put me through hell. Rowan's gone. And so, I know I've been absent, but the reasons are rather dull and commonplace. Certainly not evil. I am still a tracker by trade, finding missing treasured items for the wizarding community. Traveling for work took me far from home far too often. That is why your mother and I split up, while you and Jacob were little. And so, that's when he got mixed up with R, and it became too dangerous to stay in touch with us. No, R became my calling much later, a bit of a side gig you might say. The truth is, I got wrapped up in my career, tracking was my mission, and my passion. I was helping people. But I never meant to disappear on you and Jacob entirely. It is something I deeply regret. So nothing to do with R, you just put your career before your family. That is rather dull and commonplace. It was a career helping others. Many others. I suppose I hoped one day my children would understand. I'm so sorry, Casey. I'd like for the chance to be in your life now, but that's up to you. I'll consider it. Not a chance. I need more time. This is some deep stuff, and there's a lot of wounds here. He basically summed it up pretty well. I don't see how I can consider this at the time, especially now with the fact that he is the leader of R. On top of that, if he wasn't the leader of R, this would be a lot more easier to at least consider, I think. But I don't think so. I can't. I can't do it. That won't happen. It is selfish of you to ask. That may be true, but I can't promise I won't ask again. Does Jacob know you're the leader of R? No, but I'm sure he will soon enough. My understanding is that you two have become close. I was so proud when I learned you saved your brother, the lengths you went to find him. You're a hero. Accept a compliment, blame your father. Thank you, but I did what anyone would do, or should do, for family. Everything I've done is for family too. The reason we went after the cursed vaults was to find Jacob. This is what I don't understand, Dad. What you're saying and what I know about R is not matching up. How are you not responsible for Jacob and for Rowan? Rakepick went rogue a long time ago, Casey. She acted on her own when she killed Rowan. Not a day goes by that I don't mourn your friend. I'll explain everything once you join R. Join R now. Are you mad? After 7 years of drama and curses and heartbreaking tragedy? After overcoming everything R has thrown at me while you're trying to study, make friends, and have a life. After discovering my own dad is in charge of all of it. Give me one good reason why I would ever join R. Because, Casey, we're the good guys. Thud. So Rakepick made it seem like R was bad, and got basically all of Hogwarts and Dumbledore and everybody on that side, when in reality they were good. Which could be a possibility. I am going to say that could be a possibility. But still, there's a lot of unanswered questions. What on earth was that noise? It came from upstairs. Let us go. Quickly. You and your dad come up and see what's happened. Why is there a train there? What is going on? I clicked it. Okay, it went up. Choo choo. I don't remember what happened to her. Was she tied up before? It's been 3 weeks, like I said. Corey, you're awake. We heard a terrible thud at a pivotal moment. I was the thud. I came too. The Marul told me Veruca is her aunt and your dad is the head of R, and I fainted. I'm fine now. Conscious at least. Tell me it's not true. I'm afraid it is all true, Corey. I'm still all sorting it out. There's a bigger evil here. And R is kind of like the Circle of Kana. We're trying to help. Jacob, the Cursed Vaults, R. It's all been connected. What a plot twist. Greetings, Miss Hayden. I'm Casey's dad. It is a pleasure to meet you. Blimey, you're rather charming and polite for an evil mastermind. According to Dad, we're all wrong about R. They're the good guys. Indeed, everything you believe about R is about to change. Oh, don't think we didn't see Marula's face. One of those unanswered questions was Marula, and how she's very, hesitant. And how she wants to say more, but she can't? Still? So you're saying R's purpose is simply the pursuit of knowledge and justice? Yes, precisely. I would like to point out that I'm only here by kidnapping. Fair point. All Veruca's doing, I'm afraid. I only asked she find a way to get my son here. Clearly she and her niece Mula know how important you are to KC, that they chose you as bait? So I should be flattered to have been kidnapped. No, this is outrageous. The plan did work. Did work. You do mean a lot to me, Corey. The plan did work. This is a conundrum of our most loyal members must take extremes to get things done. I wish it could be simpler, but R is a popular target now. We used to be a secret organization. I may not always agree with her extreme measures, but I can't deny Veruca is quite effective. Are you saying Rowan's death was also just a loyal member's extreme measure? Not at all. Patricia Rakepick lost her mind a long time ago, claiming to have represented us while acting on her own. How she killed Rowan, imprisoned Jacob, tortured Marula, and the pain she caused you. It sickens me still, and everyone wrongly assumes it is the work of R. The wizards and witches of R aren't evil. We're scholars, researchers, inventors, and explorers. And you claim the Ministry of Magic is corrupt. Yes, Festus was corruption, but they don't want you to know, so they blame R. Unfortunately, they have more power and reach than we do, so it is their message that prevails. This is the first you're hearing our side, KC. Now that you have, whom do you believe? I believe you, I believe the Ministry, I believe no one. That's the problem. If he's saying that the Ministry is corrupt, which obviously could be a thing, it doesn't mean that they're still not good people. Is he saying that Mad Eye is corrupt? Is Mad Eye a bad person? I don't think so. Although I did kind of suspect him originally down the road. I suspect pretty much everybody that's new anyway. I think that's what a lot of people do. I don't know. There's still too many unanswered things. I'm going to go with the Ministry because I don't doubt that there is corruption there. And I don't doubt that there's some evil there. But I also don't doubt that there's good people there too mixed in. I have to believe the Ministry of Magic. Mad Eye Moody has been more of a mentor to me than you have. True. It hurts to hear you say that, but I can't deny it. You've hurt a lot of people, Dad. There's a fine line between hurting and helping. I want to help you see the truth, Casey. You see, knowledge is the ultimate power. The power in the wrong hands leads to dangerous consequences. Professor Dumbledore once told me something very similar to that. Albus Dumbledore is a wise man, and I've always thought so. I bet he would also tell you that often the structures of society become a barrier to pursuit of knowledge. And in those cases, we must adopt novel means of overcoming those barriers. What barriers are you talking about? Many things. Corruption, ignorance, the selfish minds of the powerful, and that's just the beginning. There are many who hinder our pursuit of knowledge simply to protect their own power. You're talking about the Ministry of Magic again? The Ministry cowered before the Dark Lord. It would never do what must be done. And what must be done? We must create peace within our world, and if we always play by the rules, we won't achieve our goal. I know you understand you're well versed in breaking rules, KC. Yes? No. Yeah, I have. I mean, they got me there. But I did it because we thought that R was behind everything. So we thought we were combating evil. Again, I don't know how evil the Ministry is. There's probably some really bad eggs in there that we're probably going to find out, or maybe we don't know how evil they are yet. And maybe he is good and all that stuff, and we're all going to come together and fight a bigger evil. Yes, I have broken rules, but only on the path to do the right thing. Same here. See how alike we are, you and I? Join our cause, KC. Join R. This is a complicated situation. I have a lot to think about. You won't want to waste much time. Is that a threat? Of course not. I just meant you're in your 7th year. Have you thought about your plans after Hogwarts? You can't stay in school forever. Now you sound like everyone's dad. Right. Let's go, Corey. Marilla, are you staying or going? Tell anyone about my aunt, and I'll tell them about your crooked family tree. Perhaps you ought to go on to Hogwarts without Marilla. We'll speak again soon, Casey. What are you going to tell everyone when we get back to school, Casey? I'm not going back to school just yet. There's someone I need to see first. Who? I don't know, we have to wait, right? We have to wait. Who is it? It's Jacob. That makes so much sense. So I guess I'm going to be telling Jacob about all this stuff. It's time to see how he's going to react to this. You're telling me our dad is the leader of R? If this is a joke, it's not funny. I'm not laughing, Jacob. You said you didn't know. Is that true?
Whoa.
Of course it's true. You really think I could know that and not tell you? It's possible. I suppose not. No, I suppose not. We've both been chasing R all this time and we never figured it out. But if you had known about Dad and he said you hadn't, that would make Dad a liar. I'm just trying to separate out the truth from the lies. I understand, Pip. When I was in R, I was focused on the Chris Vaults. The only person I talked to was Rakepick. I had no reason to talk to the leader of R. How convenient. Dad says Rakepick went rogue, and that she said she was working on behalf of R when she wasn't. What? That doesn't make sense. How did you find out about all this? Dad had the director, who was apparently Marilla's aunt, lure me to the Shrieking Shack.
Whoa.
The director is Marilla's aunt? Is everyone's family involved in running this evil cabal? That's the other thing. Dad says R is the good guys, that the corruption is within the Ministry of Magic. He swears that everything we know about R is wrong, that the mission is knowledge, justice, and peace. And you believe him? No, I don't believe R is a victim of a corrupt ministry. It's mad. Dad is R. This is bonkers. The only thing it explains is R's preoccupation with you and me. Jacob, we're the only two people in the whole world who know the lead of R as just Dad. But do we really know him? What can we remember? Remember when we went to Azkaban and then eventually Mad Eye said that the Ministry went and got Rakepick and then put her in Azkaban? And then of course we had Rakepick talking about all this stuff when we found her in there. So it is possible, now that you think about it, that there could be bad apples running things at the Ministry of Magic. I remember his piggyback rides. That's so cute. Plaid slippers and pancakes, toadstool tails, and piggyback rides.
Yeah.
It's almost like I don't have any whole memories of Dad, just the flashes of moments of time. I've had such hatred for R, I think it's led by someone I used to love. Used to love? Not anymore? Dad left us, Pip. It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter that he's sorry, at least not to me. He said he wanted to be part of my life now, if I let him. I hope he really let him have it. I told him, there's no chance of that happening. Right, you did. I'd not have said it as kindly. It didn't sound like he was giving up. Whatever happens next, you and I are the only ones who can understand what the other is going through. We ought to stick together now, Jacob.
Yeah.
I need time to think. About Dad or us sticking together? I'm just saying you've had time to process this. I haven't. You've seen Dad. I haven't. The only thing that I am certain of is I do not trust your dad, and perhaps we can't stick together if you might. Jacob, how can you be certain of anything right now? You've been through a lot. For now, go back to school. Try to keep things normal. That won't be easy, but back to Hogwarts I go. Yeah, that's the thing though, like what do we do now? If it really is the Ministry, where the heck do you even begin to tackle something like that? Obviously you would talk to Dumbledore or Mad-Eye, but even then if they are clueless about it, where do you even start? And do you want to, and will they let you? So fast forward just a little bit, I met with Jacob, I then met with my friends, and the reason I'm saying it in a past tense is that I actually had recorded it, and then I am dumb. If I close my recording before I stop the freaking program, I lose it all. And that's what ended up happening. But what's very, very interesting is that I never told my friends about what happened. Although they know that something is kind of on my mind, they don't know what it is. And what makes it even more crazy is, outside of that, our dark arts professor teacher left the previous night. He got spooked or something apparently and he bolted out of Hogwarts. And Bill is too busy at Gringotts to teach, so we're getting a temporary new teacher. At least I think it's temporary. And I'm wondering who it's going to be. And either they're going to be really, really shocked, or really, really confused, or I won't have a clue about anything. Alright, I think it's still Bill. Did you hear, Casey? We have a new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher starting today. Yeah, Penny told me. Do you know who the new professor will be? No one seems to know anything. I don't have a clue. We'll just have to guess. I bet it'll be someone old and grizzled like Mad-Eye. Bill's old and grizzled, but we already know it's not him. Oh no, it's Charlie. Why did I think it was Bill? Yeah, they're kind of similar. They have the same hair color. Perhaps the new professor will be secretly evil. It would fit the pattern. What do you think, Casey? What will a new professor be like? Veteran like Mad-Eye, young substitute like Bill, villainous like Rakepick. Could you imagine if it was Rakepick? Holy moly, would that be just a massive, massive thing. Without luck, the new professor will be just another evil witch or wizard, just like Rakepick. There'd better not be another Rakepick. We'll have to show them what's what. We are overdue for a trustworthy DADA teacher, but that typically is when the real villains show up. That's a solid guess, Casey. Let's see if our other classmates agree about the new teacher. Perhaps someone's heard something concrete, and we can find out if he writes. Well, if this is an 8-hour quest, class is long over. It's not, thank you. You say you heard the other professors discussing a new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, Tulip? I thought so at first, but when I listened in, they were just talking about a color. Green this and green that. It was quite peculiar. Green. Could that be someone's name? I feel like I've heard that before. Who's that? Alright class, let's stop whispering about the new Professor of Defense Against the Dark Arts. She's just arrived, and she might hear you. Allow me to present me, your new Defense Against the Dark Arts professor.
Oh!
Blimey, she's not old and grizzled at all. She seems friendly, I suppose. We'll just have to wait and see if our lovely new professor turns out to be secretly evil, like you said. Now, some of you may be wondering if I'm secretly evil. And I suppose that's why you're here, to learn how to defend yourself in case that I am.
Oh!
New professor is a bit dark. Love it. There's something familiar about her, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Some of you may have already heard I was once a Hogwarts student, just like you. My Defense Against the Dark Arts experience was also a bit uneven, shall we say. But you have no reason to fear. I've had years of practice, and you're in capable hands. Years of practice in the dark arts? Put a check in the secretly evil column. What did she say her name was? She hasn't yet. I hope, in time, we can all grow to be friends. To that end, none of you are allowed to call me Professor Green. I forbid it. To my students, I am simply Olivia. Wait, her name is Olivia Green? Now, let's hurry on with today's lesson. You never know what darkness is lurking just around the corner. What's the matter, Casey? You nearly jumped out of your seat. That's Olivia Green. She was in my brother Jacob's year. Did you know her? No, but I've heard stories. She and Jacob searched for the cursed vaults together. And? At the time, Jacob was being forced to investigate the cursed vaults by R. So that means... It means our new Defense Against the Dark Arts professor used to work for R too. Holy cranberries! I still don't know who this is. I really don't. If they've said the name, I don't remember who it is. I apologize. But it seems like I should know who she is. So she used to work for R. I am trying to be recruited to be with R. What other type of R's are we going to get? Pirates? Are we going to get a pirate eventually? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that is it for Chapter 40. What did you think of the whole thing with R actually being secretly good? Does it seem more plausible now that things have kind of unraveled? Let me know. And of course, what do you think of Olivia Green, our new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher? Like, comment, and subscribe for more Hogwarts mystery videos, and I'll see you with more. Move forward in said Hogwarts mystery. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody.